Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm here to talk about season 1, episode 3 of Amazon's Fallout. The name of the episode is called The Head. Let's get into it. The Ghoul. The Ghoul is still ghouling. Still like him the best, like most people. Um, I love the backstory. More about him being an old time movie star, and he didn't want to become R rated or extreme PG-13 like it was back in the day and murder the bad guy. He just wanted to take him away, but they were against it. His wife, he talks to his wife later and convinces him to endorse the vault, fallout shelters, and radiation gear. Even though he asked, "Is this stuff really? Does this stuff really work?" And she kind of wrote his, she kind of looked like, And the business people said, "Of course it does." And he put his thumb up. I'm not sure about the all connected thing about showing that he put his thumb up. Mm, I, I didn't need it. Didn't need it. It's kind of it's like okay, like, but I don't know, that twinkle, that not a twinkle, the look in his wife's eye when he asked that question. It made me feel like she's like, look, we broke, we need money. It don't matter if it doesn't matter if it works or not. And that was concerning because that means she's not a good person. Um, and you know, there's not much to say about him. He smacked the shit out of Lucy with a sawed off shotgun, which made me be like, "You my homie, man. I know you gonna be a piece of shit, but dude, like I don't know if I'm feeling this. I don't know. Normally, like if Lucy was a bad person, I wouldn't have cared, but she's just a gullible fool. Speaking of Lucy, um, Lucy got the head, um, as in cut off the scientist's head to carry it with her, and she had it in that sack. And I come up thinking that motherfucker gonna stink. I don't understand how they do this thing where it's like, yeah, I'm just walking around with this head. She should have been coughing like, ugh, this is disgusting. Now she's just walking around with a head. Um, I don't like the fact that the scientist didn't tell her where to cut on his neck, and she could have destroyed the machine, or not the machine, whatever she's carrying, the device. Um, that didn't make no sense to me at all. Also, could somebody explain to me how she above? They said in the first episode that the levels, maybe the first episode, that the levels were just now coming down of radiation, just slowly. It's almost time. Now she's out there, and you can see her meter going off and everything. And people gonna say, "Oh, that showed the radioactive creatures." Nah, but the radioactive creatures are in the radioactive land. She might turn soon. I'm not like, if they don't have a concern like that. I don't know. I don't, especially if somebody who's freshly out on the land. Doesn't really make sense to me. When she got smacked in the face by the shotgun, she definitely should have a mark on her face. She got like one on her lip, but not on her face. I don't get it. The scene with the guppy when the guppy bit her leg, but it's a guppy that has no teeth, or the gulper. The gulper has no teeth. Get it? Gulps. I'm like, you got a whole leg, and the pressure. She should have been injured at the very least. That was on like some G-rated stuff. Y'all show all these bloody things, and y'all had these weird G-rated moments that don't make any sense. Um, they making it real idealistic, but I really think that they're holding back in odd ways with the story development and everything. This should be like some tragic Walking Dead stuff. It should be a little bit more serious than it is. My friend James kind of said that too, and I was like, no, it's fine. Now after the third episode, I'm agreeing with him. Um, Maximus, I still don't like him as a character. I think his development kind of sucks. As a squire, he should have learned how to fix all the equipment on the knight's armor, and the idea that he didn't, and he just goes somewhere to get it fixed, and he's on call with them, and he's just talking like this, and people supposed to believe him because they got the voice changer or whatever. I guess that works. It was stupid for him not to know anything about the suit. Like, it has a tracking device on it at all times, and he's shocked that somebody's coming out there to replace his squire. Him losing his teeth in order to losing a tooth in order to fix his stuff. I mean, whatever. And then the girl just the event the repair. She just zaps it. Like, there you go. I'm like, that's haha. Okay. Him. picking at Thaddeus. I'm surprised he ain't tried to. I'm surprised he ain't tried to kill Thaddeus. That's what I'm really shocked about. I know he considered it, but might as well. Might as well. I mean, I don't know. Because it kind of, was 100% his fault that the Knight died, because he was supposed to save him at all costs, and the Knight was shitty to him. It seemed like a rite of passage, like this passage that these organizations just trash people until you man up. And then when Thaddeus told that story about how he picked him to be picked on, because it was like, well, they was picking on me, so when you came, it was like a new person to pick on. I was like, how old are y'all? Like, y'all look like y'all mid-20s, but y'all acting like y'all like 16 or something like that. And I'm not believing that Thaddeus can go 20v1. He went 4 against 1, beat up all them dudes, but he can't beat up none of those wimpy ass cadets. Get out of here. I don't get it. Drake did better bodying people than this dude, but they wrote this dude to do it well. Somebody gonna be like, well, that's what his Ghost Riders did. Anyway, we ain't talking about that Drake and Kendrick stuff. I'm still mad about that. So this brother got beat up like Rocky. They stomping him out. He just gets up and beats the thieves that are trying to steal his mech suit. And I tell you, I ain't believing it. But yeah, the visuals are cool, but the story is lacking development. I almost forgot. Lucy's brother, who looks like her older brother. At first, I thought he was going to free the prisoners, but when he gave that speech about, we should kill him, and the one-eyed cousin, whatever, the blonde-haired chick was just like looking like crazy, like, yeah. And they kind of right, like, these people don't know what they're doing. These people, I kind of annoyed that they're making the vote people so stupid. I'd rather them more like follow regulation than be stupid, just outright dumb. And of course, like, the great thing is we ain't seen I don't think we saw anybody's bare ass in this episode, but of course we had to get a reference to it when the guy was like, I talked to the prisoner and he showed me its butthole. I'm like, okay, Fallout. Okay, whatever. So that's my reaction to season 1, episode 10 of Fallout. Let's see where this goes. Have a good one. I'm Cincinnati Man.